1 year ago, I was given the opportunity by the Board of Trustees to serve as president of this great university. At that time, I promised to build on the progress of the last decade, to build on the progress of the last 182 years. I am here today to proudly report that with your help, we are delivering on that promise. We have the opportunity to work at one of the most beautiful campuses in America. Thanks to Dwayne Lamb and his staff in facilities, to Dan Wolf, our university planner, to Tim Leopard and the staff throughout the facilities area, to Tim Summerlin and our University of Alabama police who keep us safe. It is truly a wonderful place to work. There are times that I feel that we are working in one of the most beautiful parks in America, but they keep it with a crimson shine, and it makes it a wonderful place to be. 100 years ago this year, in 1913, President George Denny proclaimed that the University of Alabama is the capstone of higher education. As I've thought about that, we do have a beautiful campus. We do have wonderful resources. We do have so much to draw upon. But the thing that makes this university the capstone of higher education is its people. We have extraordinary faculty, staff, students, and alumni. Going forward, we will fine-tune our focus, and we will focus more sharply on helping our most important asset, our students, our faculty, staff, the community, and state, be successful. We will focus more sharply on creating a culture of success. We learned many things from Dr. Whitt during his time as our president. No lesson was more important than maintaining a sense of urgency with all that we do. Going forward, we simply cannot forget that. We cannot become complacent. We must approach every task. We must approach every day with a sense of urgency. Going forward, we must also be innovative. We cannot do things the way we've always done them. We must look for new and better ways to accomplish the tasks at hand. We must strive to be more effective and more efficient. As state support for higher education has had to decline because of the economy, the costs for running the university have been shifted to our students and to tuition. It is incumbent upon us to do everything we can to ensure that this university is both accessible and affordable. We will continue to aggressively seek the best and brightest students, the best and brightest undergraduate students, and the best and brightest graduate students. But we must do more than recruit the best students to come to the University of Alabama. We must ensure that the Alabama experience is second to none. Mary Spiegel and the staff in admissions have done an absolutely extraordinary job in attracting top students to the University of Alabama. But I think Mary and her admissions team would agree that they have not done this extraordinary work alone. They have depended upon Calvin Brown and alumni throughout the state of Alabama and around the nation to identify and attract top students to this great University. They have been dependent upon Dean Sharp, Jacqueline Morgan, the faculty and staff in Honors College. Honors College serves as a magnet for top students throughout our nation. They have been dependent upon other deans, department chairs, and faculty who have helped recruit students. I saw Dean Carr come in earlier. I doubt that there is anyone that has been on more recruiting trips in the last several years than Dean Carr. And the enrollment in the College of Engineering shows the hard work that he has put in to the recruiting effort. It's difficult to believe that we could once again have a slightly larger and more academically accomplished freshman class, but because of the hard work of all of these people and more, we can once again make that claim. Let me just point out one or two statistics. Our freshman class this year had over 1,700 students with a perfect 4.0 throughout their high school years. 27% of our freshman class had a 30 or above on the ACT. Now let me put that number in perspective for you. A 30 is the 96th percentile. 27% of our freshman class ranked in the top 4% nationally on the ACT. Over the last 5 years, we have almost doubled the number of students with an ACT of 30 or higher in our freshman class. The most important thing we can do for our students is to send them out into the world with a degree. The most important thing we can do for our state is to increase the number of young people in Alabama with a degree. If we are going to attract and if we are going to retain business and industry in our state, we simply must have the educated workforce that is needed to compete successfully in a global, knowledge-based economy. If we look at the last 5 years, we will see that we are now granting over 1,200 more baccalaureate degrees. This is an increase of 35%. We often refer to graduation rates as 6-year graduation rates. You can see from this slide that 66% of the young people who entered as first-time, full-time college students in 2005 completed their degree within 6 years. The next year, 67% completed their degree within 6 years. The latest information that is available, the freshman class that entered in 2008 completed at a rate of 68%. We certainly are going in the right direction, but my goodness, that's slow. Let's look at how our 6-year graduation rate compares with the graduation rate of other SEC institutions. You can see that we're in the middle. Look specifically at the University of Florida. 85% of the young people who attend the University of Florida graduate in 6 years. Now look at what the University of Florida's 6-year graduation rate was 2 decades ago. 1993, 67% of the young people at Florida graduated in 6 years. They were where we now are 2 decades ago. By 1995, the 6-year graduation rate increased to 70%, 1998 to 78%, and now they are at 85%. When I was first asked to serve as provost, I reached out to the provost at the University of Florida and I asked him, what have you done to so dramatically move your 6-year graduation rates? He told me that it really was very simple, that they created a semester-by-semester roadmap that took students from where they were to where they needed to be in order to complete their academic degree. And then they identified which students were not on track, which students were not making progress. Thanks to Michael George and the staff in the registrar's office and the staff that he works with in all of our colleges, we now have some of the same tools that the University of Florida has been using for the last 20 years or so. In the summer of 2009, the registrar's office brought DegreeWorks online. DegreeWorks uses technology to apply credits earned against degree requirements so a student can quickly see what's missing. Michael George, together with Gary Creek, Rita Strickland, and many others, including the Academic Affairs Committee of the SGA, worked on a Finish in 4 campaign in order to help our students understand the tools that we have available and to encourage our students to use these tools. Then Michael and the staff in the registrar's office brought online an academic planner, and this academic planner is at the core of what the University of Florida has been doing. It enables our students to have a semester-by-semester plan that takes them from where they are to where they need to go. And now, this fall, they've brought online a scheduler, which I understand is absolutely fabulous. Allison, I hope you've used it, and I hope the other students are seeing the benefits of the scheduler. Basically, if you need to take Chemistry 232, it's going to show you all the sections that fit into your schedule, making it so much easier for you to pick the class that will work for you. But let's go back to that academic plan, because I'm committed to seeing that academic plan used. I am so proud of the School of Social Work, where 98% of the students have an academic plan, and the College of Nursing, where 83% of the students have an academic plan. And I am so proud of the College of Commerce and Business Administration, such a large school, and 80% of their students have a semester-by-semester plan. Those students know exactly what they've got to do in order to get from where they are to where they need to be in order to achieve that degree. Looking university-wide, 50% of our freshmen, 61% of our sophomores, 62% of our juniors, and 57% of our seniors have a plan. Allison, I need your help. Every student needs an academic plan. We'll never know whether we can do what the University of Florida did unless we employ the technology that we now have available to making progress. There's so many other things that have been done in order to help students achieve that goal of finishing their degree in 4 years. One has to do with our residential communities. Mark Nelson, staff in housing and residential communities, implemented a freshman residency requirement in 2006. In 2005, we brought the first new residence hall online. Since 2005, we have brought 10 new residence halls online. In 2014, when Presidential 2 comes online, we will have over 5,000 beds in residential communities. Stephen Hood and his staff in housing and residential communities are doing amazing work, taking care of our students, getting them off to a really good start by living on campus their freshman year. Student Affairs has also launched a campaign in order to unite our student body, to help our student body understand the importance of community, of becoming a part of the University of Alabama. I'm so proud of One Bama, One Team. It only takes one decision to make a difference. One choice can change your life, one committed person to show character, act with fairness, honesty, and respect. We are all on one team. When everyone exhibits respect, we are a stronger Bama. This year, Student Affairs, under the leadership of Sarah Hartley with our first year experience, launched Camp 1831. Prior to the beginning of the academic year, Student Affairs staff from across Student Affairs took incoming freshmen to camp in order to help them understand the expectations of being a student at the University of Alabama, to help them learn the traditions and the values that symbolize all that is going on here. We will see benefits from the work that they have put into Camp 1831 for many years to come. Karen Baldwin and the Office of Advancement had an amazing year this past year. We had 61,168 donors to the University of Alabama, raising $81 million. Going forward, Karen and the development officers are going to focus their philanthropic efforts on raising scholarship dollars in order to keep the University of Alabama accessible and affordable. And they are going to work to raise endowments for professorships and endowed chairs in order to foster a culture that creates more opportunities for our faculty to be successful. As we go forward, it is extremely important that we continue to grow, but we need to grow at the graduate level as well as the undergraduate level. And quite frankly, Dean Franco and his colleagues in the graduate school believe, and I agree with them, that there should be increased growth at the graduate level. Over the last 5 years, our graduate enrollment has increased from 4,473 students to over 4,900 students. This slide does not capture all of the graduate students who are here this fall, but basically we have between 400, 450 more graduate students than we did 5 years ago. We have invested in graduate education. We have put $12 million new dollars into our graduate assistantship stipends, health insurance, and tuition scholarships over the last 5 years. That investment has gone from $28 million to $41 million. It is important that our graduate enrollment grow more rapidly in order to be able to continue to make that kind of investment. Dean Franco would quickly point out that one factor that has complicated growth at the graduate level is that the graduate school and the departments that offer the graduate degrees have worked very hard to increase the number of degrees that have been granted. Over the last 5 years, we're granting 514 more, or 34% more, graduate degrees. In looking at the composition of the degrees that we awarded last year, about 28% of our degrees awarded were at the graduate level. I am so pleased with what the College of Commerce and Business Administration is doing, because they're looking at a new way of recruiting graduate students. They are capturing what medical schools have done with early admission to medical school. The College of Commerce and Business Administration, through the leadership of Dean Harden and Dr. Rob Morgan, are identifying top freshmen and who are in STEM areas, science and engineering areas, and they are mentoring them toward the MBA. By the time these students are seniors, they will be taking MBA courses, and it will cut a year off of the 2-year MBA program. So basically in 5 years, these students will have their baccalaureate degree, and they will also have an MBA. Now let me tell you just one little fact about these students. The class of 2017 had 2 freshmen that have already done work that will allow them to achieve a patent. They will probably be the youngest in our history to get a patent. We want to have a culture that promotes success for our staff and for our faculty, but our faculty are more homogeneous, and it is easier to talk about them as a group. So let's take a look at some of the things that are going on with our faculty. Over the last 5 years, we have approximately 300 more faculty. We have 142 more full-time faculty and 158 more part-time faculty. And our faculty are highly productive. This slide does not capture everything that our faculty do. You've met our outstanding teachers, and it does not capture the outstanding teaching that goes on. And it also does not capture the scholarly work that happens among our most creative faculty. It does not capture the performances, the musical performances, the plays. It does not capture the artwork, but it does capture so much of what faculty do in the scholarly arena. Over the last 5 years, we have 4 departments in the College of Arts and Sciences, 5 in the College of Engineering, and 4 other colleges that have averaged $2 million a year, each year, in new awards. Dr. Benson has worked hard to work with these faculty in order to help make this possible. A decade ago, we had a vision of having world-class science and engineering facilities. Senator Shelby, our congressional delegation, our Board of Trustees embraced this vision, and now, a decade later, this is complete. We have almost 1 million square feet of new science and engineering space at a cost of just over $300 million. And now we have an opportunity to transform this university through the appropriate use of this space and truly ensure that this university is a student-centered research university. Going forward, we need to seize the opportunities that are made available to us. Right now, we have under construction on our campus a NOAA facility that will be a water research facility. One of the opportunities that we simply cannot not take advantage of is this new facility on our campus. We must support our faculty who are doing work in the area of water quality and water policy. I am so proud of our faculty who have received NSF Career Award. These career awards are highly prestigious. We have 27 faculty on our campus, 4 in the last 2 years, to receive these awards. We have more NSF Career Award winners on our campus than any other campus in the state. Going forward, supporting an environment that helps our faculty take their discoveries through the process of commercialization will be a priority. When you look at this slide, I hope you are as impressed as I am that this year we had 59 patents filed and 12 have already been issued. Over the last 5 years, we have 316 patents filed with 68 issued. This slide shows 7 new faculty who have been inducted into the National Academy of Innovation. As Steve indicated in his remarks, we do want to welcome Dr. Carl Pinkard. Carl is with us today. Carl, stand up so that everyone can see where you are. No one is more pleased that Carl is here than Dr. Benson, who has done such an extraordinary job for the last several years as our Vice President for Research. Carl, Joe, and I look forward to supporting you and to working with the faculty as you take our research and scholarly productivity to the next level. We are also pleased to have a new Dean of the College of Education, Peter Olibowicz. Peter is looking forward to working with the faculty in the College of Education to advance what our faculty do with K-12 in this state, helping to define best practice. And we're so pleased to have Suzanne Prevost as our new Dean of the College of Nursing. Suzanne is so pleased with the new nurse practitioner program in the College of Nursing that is going to advance health care in the rural areas. She's looking forward to moving graduate education in nursing to the next level. In closing, I want to tell you again what an honor it is for me to work with each of you to ensure that this university is truly the capstone of higher education at the University of Alabama. Thank you so much for everything you do every day of the year. And please know, my door is open. I am here to help you as we work together to create a culture of success where our students, our faculty, and our staff can show that together we can do anything. We can truly make this university great. Thank you.